back into me.
So if we want to kill something, we should do it before we go through the portal. Is that basically what we're saying?
I mean, we're already through the portal at this point.
No, this is right before the portal.
Yeah,
where we
we're
cut.
not through the portal yet.
No.
Yeah.
All right,
So
so
apparently there's non-violence where we're going.
Can I get a bow tie before we leave? I do want a bow tie.
Rummage throws off his bow tie because he has one hidden underneath his leather armor, and he throws it to you.
Okay.
It's like
You look so spiffy.
It's very sweaty though.
it is very sweaty.
And it's leather, which makes it worse.
It is worse.
You would think that someone like him could afford better
Do I need to?
anti-footprint.
Do I need to roll something to know if I can actually tie it?
No, it's a slip one. It doesn't actually tie.
Hey,
It's
what's going to slip off? He's not wearing a shirt.
just-
It's like it's hooked.
it's like one of those. It's built-in slip knot. You can't undo it, and it actually has a knot at the bottom, so you can't pull it through. So there's only one way that
Not how
you
bow
do.
ties work.
Oh, bow tie! I thought he was saying tie.
But you can get bow ties that go all the way around and just clip.
Okay, it's a clip-on then. It's a clip-on tie, bow tie, whatever. It's
It's one of those slip knot bow ties.
it is. It's leather.
It's a slip bow tie.
It's dark purple
it's
leather.
a Slipknot branded bow tie.
Of gleaming.
No, it is not of gleaming. He already has the helmet of gleaming. Oh, by the way, you didn't speak about that. You have a beautiful helmet.
I do.
He did.
I did speak about it at the very end.
I apologize.
I said, and a very shiny helmet.
Yeah, it was not a very long description, but it was there.
So should we say before we go through the portal, you probably shouldn't break out your steed where we're going?
Why? Oh, it's 24 hours anyway.
You just
might not be
as far as I know,
received very well.
As far as I know, it's all gods, correct?
Okay.
Nope.
Sigil is all gods?
No,
You don't know.
Do I know whether or not Sigil is good alone?
You believe that it is lawful, Align. Definitely
Or do you
lawful.
assume that it's not?
We're doing a lot of talking about this place. Let's see it.
All right.
Yeah,
So
do it.
again, like we discussed while off camera, we pretty much consensus is like the final line that Lumen came up with was that if it's a fight that he doesn't agree with, he will not participate in it. So,
That is very reasonable. That's
All right.
about the most sensible thing to do.
as you guys touch the portal to Sigil, you are pulled through. It is not like the portal to the prime material where you step through willingly. Like you step through, as soon as you even make any contact, you're jerked through. Huh? It is. It is. And this is why I'm going to have everyone make Constitution saving throws. And you do not get the bonus of you because every single person is coming in through at different times.
don't I still get my own bonus?
Yes, you get your own bonus. So from left to right.
11.
21.
14.
Shadowpat?
Let's see, I got 2 plus, so I'm probably screwed no matter what.
What you got?
He crit save.
25.
25 total?
Yeah.
Awesome.
28.
Oh, this is even better. All right.
4.
4. Okay.
I
So,
apply Constitution.
what
So
was yours
9
again?
for me.
21.
Okay.
Nine.
Okay, so, all right. Everyone pretty much, except for Lumen, failed in different ways.
I failed?
Yes, in a different way.
In a more spectacular way.
Yeah, actually. So, everyone who got below an 18,
I should also point out I'm drunk. Or I've been drinking.
that's fine.
Then you have disadvantage. If you're drunk, then you would have disadvantage on this.
Buzz.
I'm.
45 minutes.
He's the kind of person that
Well, also he probably has a
Drinks
very
on-
high alcohol tolerance. I think
he
that's fair to
does.
say.
So he's probably buzzed. He's not drunk.
Yeah.
There was not enough
That's-
booze in there to
That's
be
fine.
drunk.
That's not what he said.
I know. Did you get drunk in 45 minutes?
I don't know. Should I? Probably not.
You
Well,
probably,
you
it's
already
possible.
stated that
It
you-
is possible to
Have you ever done
drink
a power hour with
yeah.
vodka?
The next 5 minutes. The next 45
It
minutes.
depends on how much you were drinking in 45 minutes. That's a you decision.
The next 45 minutes of the stream will be Sunbird trying to.
There was
see
not
me get
enough
drunk.
to, like, there's probably enough to have, like, a nice sociable drink in the room for 6 or 7 people.
So that much.
So you drank everyone's drinks.
That didn't drink.
You didn't
Did
drink
any-
mine. Or
okay.
he did- no, I'm sorry. You did drink mine.
And I just remember I have Indomitable, so I should be able to reroll.
If that you have to call it right now.
Yeah.
And I will allow it, but just remember that's only once a day.
I'm wrong, by the way.
Okay.
Drunk is the same as poison. That's nature checks, not saving
Yeah.
throws.
So it's all good.
So 21.
Irrelevant.
21?
Are they?
Okay, you pass. Fortunately.
It says you have
So
advantage on attack.
just
rolls
remember
and
you
abilities.
call that before the.
Yeah.
All right. Before I tell you what the results are, because then you could just metagame out of it. All right. So everyone who got below an 18, you are dazed. It's pretty much it's like the poison effect for an hour. So you have disadvantage on all ability checks for the next hour.
And attack rolls, right?
No, just ability checks.
Just ability check.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it on attack rolls. It's fine, but just ability checks themselves. Thumper. You did say you were drunk, but I don't think 7 people's alcohol for you alone in 45 minutes is enough to get you drunk. Just
Given
because
your
you've
history.
literally in other sessions have stated, I spent the entire night drinking as much as physically possible. I passed out at 2 in the morning and I woke up at 4. So I don't think that you can, that's enough. So you're significantly buzzed, but I want you to take a -5 penalty on all. I need so you literally made the DC. So you are energetic beyond normal means. You feel extremely powerful. You feel very, very antsy.
You're mad.
I am going to have you make different wisdom checks just to be like, is this a smart idea or is this a bad idea? Because honestly, with the amount of energy that you're currently just filled with, you do not know what the case will be.
That's
I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand how this is different from the way he would normally behave.
Now he's
it's-
forced to do
The,
it.
the difference is now Aaron can make him be Thumper.
I didn't expect you to succeed that well. That's why I put the DC up there.
You are maximum thump.
Yep.
DC
So
25 is so hard to make because of distance.
what is the order?
Like air pumping your
What was the order that you guys came through
Well,
for?
we know Lumen was last.
Uh-huh.
I went first because I was so goddamn impatient.
Grady's probably also towards the front because
Okay, well then I will go after him because I'm the only other martial character.
1,
so.
2, 3,
I'll go 4.
4, Thumper, you.
Well, I think Lasmina goes somewhere near me.
Lasmina went right behind you. Oh, and let's see.
I think there's no -5.
She is poisoned as well.
Dazed.
Dazed.
There's no-
Yes. Huh? No. I'm. It's gonna be the wisdom check that I was talking about.
Okay.
Um.
Maximum.
So, as you are the first one to go, get into it, you literally pop out into this this 3-foot wide alleyway. The door is propped open to the point where it's actually touching the other wall, so there's literally only one way to go. And there is a lock.
But I can go the other way if I just close the door.
Yeah, you can go the other way if you just close the door. But as you're taking this in and you literally see stars, you feel someone push you, and this is Granny literally coming. No, Grand Ram coming up behind you, pushing you forward. Lasmina coming up next. Granny, Shadow Pat, Thumper, and then
yeah, the
Lumen
zombies.
at the end. The zombies just get destroyed as soon
Alright,
as they touch
sure.
the portal.
How
this
weird.
It's a lawful realm.
I know.
well, zombies are chaotic. They're just evil.
Huh?
Zombies are neutral evil.
Yeah.
So for
Chugga,
whatever.
chugga, chugga, chugga.
Okay, so you all see stars. Lumen, you get over this a little bit quickly. You see stars, Thumper, and you're like, oh, stars. And you just decide to start, you're like reaching out for them, and as you're actually physically touching them, you just feel energy rush through your body. You are bouncier than usual.
I don't feel well.
I agree. This is not exactly Norm, can we get out of this alleyway? And as you shuffle out, it's about 15 feet, and then you get into a streetway. Lasmina turns around and proceeds to start puking.
I put
I hold your hair.
I put Robo Orin on autopilot.
Okay. As everyone gets out
I feel like
onto
getting
it,
shit around would probably make it
Thumper,
worse.
make a wisdom check.
So those are shop made booster packs out of GXs and trainers and permanent
Okay.
things like that. Each pack guarantees a GX.
I will say that with an 11, you understand that that's the way to get out for fresh air. So you proceed to literally push everyone else out. Anyone that is literally in front of you, everyone else except for up to right after Lasmina is shoved out and almost knocked prone.
Orin is probably knocked prone if he was on auto.
Yeah, you-
and he's on his side, just like.
So
He's still trying to walk.
Yeah.
But now just
He's like a
in circles.
he's like a horseshoe crab.
as you eventually catch your wits to a degree, everyone looks around, and you see all of Sigil. As you look from straight across, you see this about 35-foot walkway, and then with a small fence, and then a sheer drop into almost nothingness. And then even further in your vision, you see another part of the city. Looking at it, you can assume that maybe it's only like 150 miles across this entire thing. As you actually turn around and take a look, so
You said 150 how long?
miles from one side of the city to the other.
Before we get too far from the portal door, can we make sure that it's still propped open?
If
However, it's
Lumen
propped
didn't do
open?
anything, then I think it's still propped.
Like, how is it? Is it just like something sitting in front of the door?
No.
Is it
There,
magical?
there's like a very, very minor lock that like
like, here you go, latch.
that's exactly all it is.
Okay.
That is all it is, and it's specifically for the oh shit scenario.
All right. So it still looks good.
So this is like an alleyway.
It is an alleyway. It is literally an alleyway.
You just got pushed off the street.
Yeah. So, as they look around, they see all of Sigil, which can only be 150 miles from one side to the other. There's no real issue with this. There's no true center of the city, save for one massive pillar. It seems to go all the way up.
Is there an obelisk?
No. You are all looking around and you see fog just literally bellow out and literally almost cover everything that you're looking at. And as you look around to take note of what the source is, you see that on this, turn around to the building and you see multiple little smokestacks in different spots that are just bellowing and out this thick miasma, very, very disgusting fog cloud that's just going out. And as you look up, you see more of them, and you see more, and you see more, and it seems to almost go on indefinitely.
So I got high on that fog.
Yes, you are very high on the
We all
fog.
have particulate matter poisoning.
You,
Can I bottle it?
as you're actually looking around, you aren't the only people on this walkway. You see, everyone seems to be walking around, but it's very lethargic. They're not interested in you.
What are they dressing?
The clothes are very, very bland. Like, they seem to be right above peasant, but they're not flamboyant colors. There's a lot of browns and grays and different things like that. The most interesting part is probably the centaur, and they literally haven't even looked in her direction.
Ones that like, is it like humans or like what?
It's actually
Okay.
A lot of different races. Make a perception check. Everyone else with a perception of 15 easily sees this.
Well, I thought I had passive of 15.
Then you're good. I
Okay,
forgot
did
your
not
passive
roll-
is 15.
I did not roll perception.
I'm taking in the environment, so I'll roll.
Huh?
I'm taking in the environment, so I'll roll.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
rolled a 7, but
Yeah.
No,
Not good enough. So you are all looking around. You see a couple of humans. You see a few elves. You actually see a bone devil walking around the streets, but no one's paying it any mind. You see this angelic-looking creature as well, this Deva, just literally walking down the streets, taking up a good bit of it, but still just meandering through, but all of them extremely lazily, lethargic. They just don't care. I do need everyone to make a perception check.
no. I'll give you
Here's something you don't hear very often: a dirty 1.
A dirty 1.
Got a 2 minus 1.
Okay.
24.
Well, I'm gonna go around the table.
11.
14.
24.
4.
The dirty one.
All right, let's see. All right. Fortunately, Lasmina can see this, and she points out into the center. Oh, actually, everyone had disadvantage on all those checks,
Okay. I will roll.
My
yeah.
except for Lumen and
Oh.
you. And I'm sorry, and also Shadowpath. Everyone else had disadvantage on this.
Yeah, did you get
All the people who did, who already rolled poorly.
Yeah, exactly. So
did not
it
get
didn't
it,
matter.
so.
But with the disadvantage, she was still able to note this. So you see, just outside the smog of this district, literally flying right beyond it, you see a woman trailed by 3 different people. She points it out.
No, I mean, I would have seen it. But I'm saying what kind of rumor on.
No. This is different because she's not walking down the strip. She's flying.
Yeah, what kind of.
Describe the lady.
Is Lasmina still pointing at her?
Yeah, she's
All
pointing.
right, I say my cane, and I push her hand down,
Okay.
and I just sort of look at her.
Why?
As you guys all look in that general direction, because she is no longer looking, I need everyone proficient with religion to make a religion check.
All right, that's why.
13.
That's going to be
We
a
always
22.
go around the table.
Yeah.
26.
Oh, I didn't know you were proficient in religion. 13.
22.
What you got?
Oh, dirty 20.
Okay. This is the Lady of Pain,
Okay.
the ruler of the realm. As you actually look at her, she is wearing a gown of this beautiful red, almost blood red dress that seems to flow behind her but almost drip off. As you actually look towards her face, you see this large mantle of blades.
Like a mask.
No, it's like a lion's mane. It's a mantle right around her head of these massive 5-foot blades that are just there and constantly changing in the designs and how adorned and pretty much. You see also there are, like I said, you see 3 people behind her, each carrying these large halberds themselves. I need a group stealth check.
Stealth?
Yes. And remember, everyone who has disadvantage.
It's the lowest roll of group stealth checks, right?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, slowest roll?
Well, no, you guys.
Do we get anything from being by the paladin?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Those are on saving throws. These are checks.
Oh, yeah. So I got a 5, which is pretty low, if anyone can do that.
I got a 7.
So 5 sounds like the lowest?
22.
All right, cool.
We're seeing.
Yeah.
I didn't have disadvantage, right?
No, you didn't.
Okay. Yeah, I rolled a 2.
So,
I guess one question is, do we not want to be seen in this round? What are we
Sometimes
trying to accomplish now that we're here? What do we want to do?
Well, it doesn't
I want to
matter.
see what the result of the
If it was
spell
considered
is.
a poison, I would have had advantage on.
It's probably better if we deal with the situation
on the
in front
roll.
of us.
Not that it changed anything, because I rolled max.
okay. So, you see, as you, this is more along the lines of just seeing if you can actually sort of blend in. But because of the distortion, because of the interesting look of your party, you see her look in your direction.
And make a wisdom check.
Huh? Yeah, make a wisdom check.
You wave.
What'd you ask?
Here we go.
2.
Wah, wah.
All right, you immediately draw your weapon.
It's already drawn. It's always drawn.
Yeah, but I mean, not
You read the weapon.
you're like your weapon. You've said you've dragged behind you before.
Usually.
So you now have it in attack position.
Okay.
As
I step
you,
back and avoid her shadow.
Like I know who this is, right? I know who he just raised his weapon against.
sort of,
Lumen's backing up.
you see the
I'm
three.
also pushing Lasmina away from Thumper.
You see the 3 guards that were behind her immediately move in your direction and with blinding speed, like surrounding you. They're staying like 15 feet away.
And I'm like stepping back. Wait,
No,
what's that?
they block. This
Oh.
is not a step back
Oh,
situation.
So I guess we're
Oh, so
all-
they see the whole party, not even.
Oh
those
no,
of us
they
that are
it was a
stealth?
group check.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys failed as a group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Succeed as a group, fail as a group.
Well,
Yeah.
I thought they
No,
might be
my
targeting
roll
Thumper
was,
specifically
excuse
since he
me,
raised.
my stealth roll is the only one that matters. Thank you.
All right.
No.
So-
Like it's the lowest roll.
I rolled a 2.
No,
Oh, all right.
that was
No, that's for
for
wisdom.
makes
I thought it was
sense.
stealth.
So as you guys see the Lady of Pain look at you, you see that her eyes are completely devoid of color and any luster of life.
Orin yells, "White's the color."
I also like push Lasmina back away from Orin.
Yeah. Okay.
And her eyes are solid black.
Black's is,
Yeah.
black is the.
Black is the color.
Yeah,
So
that's no color. It's black.
It's all the colors.
it's all the colors actually. White is the
No,
black.
It's black is all the colors being absorbed. and
We don't need to
used.
talk about the color spectrum.
Depends on the
We're
context.
good. We're
Depends
good.
on the
I
Depends
just,
on whether you're
that's why I
pink or
didn't.
purple.
I said it devoid of color.
And I say, see, we cause enough pain amongst ourselves that you don't even need to bother us.
So,
we not
as
getting
you
paid?
actually look at the bodyguards that are now surrounding you, you actually see each of them. They seem to be wearing these robes. So each of them are dressed in elaborate robes. 5 long horns are come out of their head, and which is the forefront of a massive headpiece of white hair.
So colorless hair.
Screw you. Screw you. I said. And it one of them speaks.
In anything we understand?
Yes.
Are they common?
It's in common. State your business. State your business here, or be flailed by the lady.
Did you almost say, and I say this to the demon, did you almost say state your business?
Also, I think you meant to say played.
All right, everyone roll initiative. No.
I was willing to see what I said.
Okay. Did you make a wisdom check?
11.
You don't understand the direness of the situation.
So does that mean he does something stupid, or he's just sort of oblivious?
It's his call on that
Alright.
part. So you can either say something stupid.
Or not say anything at all.
Yes.
Just sort of be looking off in the distance, like, what's everyone
Well, no. He understands that. He just doesn't understand the severity. He understands that he is now surrounded by 3 people carrying very, very large
State
weapons.
your business.
I hate all of you. I hate all of you so much sometimes.
All right, Orin will
I don't know what my
State
business.
your business
my-
here,
all right.
I don't
or
know
be
what my business
flailed
Is it not
Is
playing?
that
I thought it was
my-
playing.
Is that an offer?
played by the lady.
Yeah.
We heard that you guys had
Possibly.
lots of cool smokestacks and an obelisk that went into the sky forever. And you know me, Orin,
Make a deception.
all
check.
about obelisks. 12.
Disadvantage.
2.
Lasmina actually pipes up.
Can we have a do-over?
Can we
With a
get
2, he goes, huh?
Lasmina pipes up and pushes your hands down. And it's like
We're here to
she Lasmina falls to her knees and says, I request audience with the lady.
I guess be political about this shit.
I guess I'll fall suit.
That's not.
You guys see her fall to her knees and do this.
I'll kneel.
I kneel.
I'll kneel too.
I'll lower the.
You do not lower your weapon.
I'll kneel, and then I tap Robo Rundard. He kneels. Or Robo Orin, he kneels too.
I bow my head like I have every respect for the lady. I don't think that negotiating with her is a good idea.
I understand,
Yeah.
but you kind of are in a pickle.
Like that whole conversation we had.
Only
This was kind of what I was worried about.
Then why didn't you speak up?
The asking if the flailing was
What
an
good
offer
would it have done,
was in
honestly?
character.
and
Would you say that the lady is a humanoid?
really,
Yeah, she is.
She's a creature.
You don't know what I'm into.
I'm pretty
All
sure
right.
the lady doesn't have a padlock, actually.
okay, cool.
She is a
So
padlock.
I need to see something real fast because
See how much I can survive. Or
no, because you
see if
don't.
she actually has
I ready soul jar.
No, I'm just curious. Basically, I was giving you the opportunity to take the lead on this because you're the one concerned about us doing something stupid.
Well, like at the point where he already raised his weapon, like
Then you can talk to them, like, be reasonable.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Is this a poison?
No,
Is this her shadow?
this is something. What'd you get?
15.
Cool. Thumper disappears.
Oh, did he get nazed?
and he's gone.
Yeah, I'm going to need a new character from you.
I'm dead.
Damn.
Yeah.
There's a.
I hate saying it, but yeah, asking to be, yeah.
Did you ask to be flayed?
I asked if it was an offering.
Oh.
That's
So-
asking to be flayed.
But the lady is not someone that you mess around with.
Let me put it this way: the lady is unstatted. That's how much you don't mess with the lady.
No, the lady's statted.
Oh, she-
Don't worry about that part though. So,
It's just that you're never gonna beat her, even if she has stats.
the lady only sees those that can. I have to figure this out. Give me a moment.
Wait, so what do we see going on with Thumper?
Nothing.
He's gone.
Gone.
Gone and
Alright.
he's not coming back.
Gone and not coming back. I'm sorry, man.
Feel free to leave for the rest of the day.
I can help you go with another
We'll
character if you want.
we'll figure something out afterwards, okay?
So, sometimes character flaws lead to, you know.
I'm sorry, man. Okay, good. As long as you don't mad at me.
Yeah.
I was hoping it was going to be a little more fetishy, but okay.
But you can
It's
roll
you're,
with that.
you're forever in your fetish now.
Does his horse stay behind so one of us can grab it?
No.
No.
It was on his. It was a magical item on his person. It's gone.
It's gone forever.
Okay, now
He told me to
this
shine
is
this
really
time.
the part where
Then
so
Good, take that home.
the Debas point their halberds at you, at the group, and say, "Rise."
Alright, stand up.
And Lasmina stands up as well. You.
Anyone else gonna stand?
What?
Well, yeah, I think we all stand, right?
Yeah.
Nobody said that.
Yeah, no, I'm assuming that everyone
Well, he
stood.
started
As I
talking,
stand
so I
up,
was going
I'm
to listen
kind-
to what Aaron said.
Yeah, I would
Kinda
assume
get
that.
behind,
I would assume everyone stood up,
Yeah.
and they.
hands up.
It's, yeah, pretty
So,
much. Disarm.
All I have is cane, so I dropped that.
I remove all my weapons.
So she's telling us to disarm?
Yes.
I just
I'm like, okay, well, just to let you know, it might take me a while.
All right.
It's, like, yes, sir.
You may use both hands.
One thing at a time.
My shield is sentient.
Disarm.
Can you at least take care of him or her?
Put it down.
All right.
And I'm still sitting here taking.
I'm sorry.
Open
I'm sorry,
the coat.
I am trained in the use of my limbs to fight.
Well, God damn it! Why would you say that?
I was going to ask, do you want me bound?
You will be fine as is.
No more tickets to the gun show.
Yeah, I can see you. And it's like, that'll be unpleasant.
Don't give me ideas.
No, I'm saying like, why would you?
All you have to say is, I carry no weapons.
So I'm standing there and I have a big pile of weapons right in front of me.
Oh, I have weapons.
Everything disappears.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Nice.
It's like you'll be brought before the lady, but you will be bound beforehand, and you will be captive.
And we will be what?
And you will be captive.
Okay.
So, as all right,
Oh,
I was not expecting.
That makes sense. How did would be? I'm just thinking, if I'm gonna be rolling something new, then it's just literally if you're gonna be captive, then
Flash flood warning.
Oh,
So
gee, I haven't
15
seen that.
PM. Well, I mean, on the
Exactly.
upside, that's.
Haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah.
So,
Robo.
as you are, they point their weapons at you and they proceed to march you down the street. The lady is following from the distance, flying out in the front. It takes you about 45 minutes to actually get through all of this, and you no longer have your disadvantages.
Good job, Verizon.
Verizon was the last one to send their alert. All right. You see, as you guys are actually marching through this area, you see that it seems to wrap around. It's like it is a gigantic circle. As you actually take a look around the entire thing, all of Sigil seems to be this massive cone or this massive cylinder that goes up into who knows what height and what distance.
And it's got an obelisk in the middle.
It's got one pillar in the middle.
Pillar.
I was the one that said obelisk.
Yeah,
Okay. So it's donut shaped.
it is donut shaped.
Yeah. Very.
From time to time, though, you actually do see there seems to be these walkways that actually cut into the gateway, the fenced-in portions, and actually run out towards the center. You can only make the assumption that it's probable that these walkways might be more of a scenic route to get to the different sections of the city on the different levels. And as you are walking, you notice a difference in the actual buildings, where you saw these billowing smokestacks and this thick cloud that was actually just tainting and fogging the entire air. It eventually seems to almost dissipate as you walk into one of the nicest places that you probably have been ever. As you're actually looking around this area, you see that the cobble streets are completely clean. While the people that you saw in the other sections, you still see some that are very, very not disheveled, but not high on the social order. You still see a couple of them. There are people now in these elegant, beautiful colors that are extremely vibrant, and eventually, as you're walking through again, you see different races, different people, all with these different colors. You are taken down you're taken to a stairwell, and you are actually going down the stairwell. And as you go down it, you see that this wasn't the only level, this wasn't the base, it goes down as well. As you go down about 15 flights of stairs, you've seen a large portion of the city. But it almost, again, there seems to be no end and no start to it. Seemingly these bodyguards are able to navigate it without actually even paying attention or even looking around. You are all brought to a doorway. And this doorway, though, there are iron bars on it instead of actually being a door. I want everyone to make an intelligence check for me, though. No disadvantage. Over this time, you guys have probably gotten over the dazed look and are now a lot more somber. 12? Okay.
19.
19?
17.
I'm still trying to.
11 on the guy, so probably
I'm trying to
13,
10. 12.
12? Alright. 30, 20. So everyone who got over a 15, you all notice that most of the doors that you passed are actually like this. They aren't actually enclosed. Like, they aren't actually, they're not slotted, they're nothing like that. You can actually visibly see through them, but there are some doors that are 100% blocking any vision from the other side.
Like this is darkness beyond the bars?
No,
Or
no.
bars?
They're not barred. They're actual normal doors, but most of them seem to be these barred doors instead. And anyone who made over a 20,
Inclusive or 20 or higher? Or
20 or higher, 20 and higher, can go underneath the assumption that those doors might be like the door that you came through.
Okay.
And that they're not, that they don't lead to actual buildings, let's say. As this barred room is opened up, you see that there is nothing in this room except for a couple of stools, and they push you in and close the door, and you can literally see out onto the street. You're right there next to it. They stand at the gate and they say, "The lady will fetch when she needs."
40,000 years later.
Possibly. As you guys are actually looking around the room, there is, in a dark corner, you see a smaller person that you didn't immediately notice just because of how,
Thumper's alive.
No, no, no.
You can go into detail about what happens to Thumper if you want.
For the rest of today, I'm also just going to make jokes about being dumb.
That's fine. I can actually cover what happens to you for about 5 minutes if you want.
As long as it's kinky.
Okay. So, you say, what was your line again?
Is that an offering?
Is that an offering?
Or was that an offer?
Is that an offer? And you disappear. As you, huh?
It's on stream, just remember that.
I understand.
Okay.
It's on stream.
So the world shall see your death.
So we're not gonna get into a too graphic
No.
description about
As
your
you
flights.
are as you actually look around, you see this extremely like these small lights that seem to be in the distance. And as you walk towards one of the walls, you see that it's completely stone cobble. And as you run your hands down it, you see these crooks and these passages. Make an intelligence check.
No.
I know, but
12.
all right. Well, you're not familiar with mazes, but you can go underneath the assumption that you probably are in one. As you continue walking and you continue moving, you see the darkness literally move at you. And these large tendrils come out and attack you. We'll save, just for this, you begin fighting it off at first. And you progress, and you continue to progress. Anytime, it has been about 6 hours for you. You have been attacked almost on the hour by something. As you're actually trying to go to sleep, to try to actually rest, you're attacked. As you continue moving, you've been fortunately able to fend off most things, but you've been attacked continually. Either the walls of the maze have come in to actually strike at you, or something has come out of the darkness to attack. From varying things of intellect devourers to just ropers, small, strange creatures that you've never really dealt with and never really had to deal with, and it's continual. It has now been 6 days. You are exhausted. And as you actually go for your next fight, you are unable to pick up your hammer. As you actually pass out, you are no longer alive.
Alright, fine.
So back to the cell.
Yeah.
That's actually relatively merciful for the lady.
Yeah. So as you look through you see the small creature that's actually in the corner of this area. Who walks over to it?
I will.
You see a small human girl that is literally knees to her chest in the corner.
Is she eating on a goblin?
She is not. Different story. And she has been crying.
I kneel down.
Mhm.
I try to speak to her. Hey there. Are you okay?
No. No.
What's your name?
June.
Hey June. My name is Lumen.
What did you do?
We
Nothing, this is bullshit. We didn't do it, we walked through a door.
we
Don't speak ill of the lady.
I think we came somewhere we shouldn't have.
While they're having that conversation, I want to go to the monk and say, like, did you notice anything about those doors? Because I rolled a pretty high check, but I wanted to know what you thought.
I think those are portals to other dimensions.
Lasmina concurs.
Okay.
This is the City of Doors, it's also known as.
Okay. So we're locked in here, right?
Yes.
In this particular room.
You guys want to like get out of here like right now? Because I can
No.
do that.
I'm assuming that I know who the Lady of Pain is. I think I rolled 20 or
I
something.
think that pretty much everyone who had proficiency rolled high enough. I don't recall, but I know that
I think everyone with proficiency in Lasmina even brings it up. It's like there's a reason why she is able to do what she can.
Keep in mind, this is the city of the gods.
Also keep in mind,
She is in charge of it.
You're talking to June. So this is a conversation going on off the side, and then we're going to go back to yours.
I think that
Actually,
would be
we'll go.
nice.
Let's go back to yours real fast because you started yours. So you see her still. She's heaving a little bit. She has been visibly crying, and you asked her name, and she said June.
are you hungry, June?
Yes.
I pull out one of the containers of cranberries that I have.
That came in handy.
I never used my emergency cranberries.
Do you want to?
I mean, I might.
All right.
Cool.
That'll last another few hours.
Actually, because it's literally a open in case of emergency. We'll go to yours in a second.
No spoilers.
So, you pull out and literally she looks at the cylinder, and she brings it to her mouth and starts trying to bite this metal can.
No, hold on. The food's inside the can.
Okay, and you open it for her, and
How?
What do you mean how?
how do you open it? Because it's not a pop top.
It's a can. It's not a jar.
Oh, you mean like it's?
It's a can. It's
like
a
a tin
metal-
can.
It's a tin
I'm
can.
still wearing my plate armor, right?
Okay, so you want to crush it?
No, like I just use my.
Like try to use a pointy bit.
I got you.
All right.
All right, that's fine. You open it up, and she grabs a piece, and then literally starts just little hands into this can, just eating all these cranberries. It takes her a few minutes to get through this can, but she starts savoring and just licking fingers. It is one of the most delicious things she's ever eaten. Let's go back to the conversation that everyone probably else was having about the lady. And Lasmina chimes in and says, she runs this for a reason. I don't know if it'd behoove us to.
Most people never catch her attention.
Lucky us.
There must be something special, I can assume.
It's not me. Last time I was here on a summer tryst, I rented a condo, never met the girl.
So, last
Yeah.
meeting.
But believe me, I make sure to avoid her.
Do you
No.
think we can
Actually,
barter
Thumper
with her?
was. I would have been if Thumper was.
I don't know, but I was thinking that we should.
Reasonably
lie
built
to her.
stealth check.
I don't think we should lie to her at all.
Okay. I just don't know how Tunos would feel about it. Or Lumen would feel about it.
All right. I was like, that seems surprising.
Considering that his mission here is to break something in this town.
That is true.
I would point out
But we can speak of our cause and not of his, and say that is what we are here for.
That is lie by omission. We know that the man is going to break something in her city. I don't know how she feels.
This is a interesting conundrum.
We tell her our business, and then we do what she wants, and hopefully we won't get made.
That is interesting. We will have to discuss this. This is definitely something we need to talk about. So,
We can get back to me later.
no, we'll get back now.
We'll take a minute or two.
So, it's the 6th day still, and you have eaten most of your rations. And
Well, there was no food.
no, you had rations in your pack.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all
You
buy
get
rations.
rations.
Otherwise, like we just every time that we go 24 hours without eating.
You got it.
Yeah.
So you
So we
you do
assume
have
that we have
yes.
basic survival.
Yeah. So, and you finally get to the can that Kimbe gave you. And you're like, he did say in case of emergency. You break it open. Hey, Steven,
I actually kind of forgot.
can I borrow Kimbe for a
That's
second?
pretty good, and it's the one that
I should also
hurts
point
back.
out, I think at some point tried to summon the horse. I don't know if that would.
It does not occur.
It won't happen.
It just doesn't. So, you open up the can of emergency cranberries, and out of the can comes a beautiful gust of wind that is actually extremely refreshing. Literally, things come out and cranberry as well. And you see now Kimbe in the middle of this pocket dimension maze that you are currently stuck in.
Hello.
You've met before.
Do you want more cranberries?
Yeah. Can you help me get out of here?
Where are we?
You might want to
The Lady of Pain has put him in a pocket dimension because he asked if it was an offer to be flayed.
Yeah, it's, I'm not sure how it's going to end up in the end.
Right. Well, let's just try going that way, Tinker.
You read the name wrong.
Are you gonna write him out of this?
I gave him an emergency can for a reason. As you very, very
The mazes
exhaustedly
are escapable.
walk down,
No. Like,
as you begin exhaustedly walking down, your hammer dragging behind you, Kimbe walking in front of you, very, very casually. Anytime that something literally starts to move in your direction, Kimbe just lifts a wrist and it disappears.
I would assume I would have also eaten some of the cranberries. Possibly.
There were no cranberries in the emergency can of
You said
cranberries.
cranberries came out.
Yes, but in the wind. But yeah. They weren't actually edible cranberries. They were just prestidigitation of cranberries. As you come up to the corner, what's there? I'll allow you a little autonomy as they come up to the corner.
We found a dead end. It's going to be a solid wall, you see?
But you sold them all.
Kimbe's going to... I swore this was the way out. Must have moved things around since I was last in here.
I've been here before.
What kind of shit is Kimbe getting into?
Never mind. Then how do we get out?
I'll talk to him about that later. Kimbe pulls out a can, shakes it, metal clinking, throws it behind him. Pulls it out, shakes it, water sloshing, throws that one behind him. Pulls one out, shakes, no sound. Ah, there we go. He pulls out a can opener.
Which you guys have never seen. But you don't care at this point.
Sets it down on the ground. He's like,
Do you think more of an egg would
well,
be better than
in you
I
go.
mean,
We'll jump in the can of cranberries.
You crawl. You were exhausted. 6 days of
And then
exhaustion.
jump into like.
Yeah. I need.
I think it more so matters how
So if this is a pocket dimension, you're going into like the coin pocket dimension, like the little hole in your jeans.
This is some serious Inception kind of stuff.
Also, the
So,
hallway
as
starts
you-
twisting.
As you actually
Joseph
crawl into this
Gordon-Levitt
can,
scene?
I want. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. I need Rundar to make a dexterity saving throw. Orin, sorry.
Yeah, you just-
10.
10? Cool.
Unless I get extra points by being by.
I'll give it to you, but that was perfectly fine.
Okay.
You guys, you see something open up above you. You know portals. Stuff comes through portals. You step out of the way.
Cool.
And you see thoroughly exhausted. You only have 1 hit point currently. I think there is 6 levels of exhaustion.
Yeah.
7 level exhaustion, and there's 6, so you have 5 levels of exhaustion currently.
Okay.
I see this. How'd you do that? You're not smart enough to get out of there.
No, there are 6 levels, so you have 5 levels. Oh, yeah.
Well, the
so,
6th one is death.
Exactly.
Which is why you can't put him at 6.
Yeah, exactly. So,
And you may have wished you were dead though.
so
This will
you.
actually change things, believe it or not.
Thank you, Kimbe.
Thank
So,
you, Kimbe.
Not a problem, champ.
you hear that?
So
They're like inside the portal.
through
no.
through metagaming,
It's not metagaming.
no, like he didn't remember he had it until I had brought it up.
Exactly.
To say
You
me offering.
saved Thumper.
Also, you like brushed over everything. I didn't even really think to.
Yeah, no, it's perfectly fine because literally I didn't think there was a way to get out of it.
Yeah, for Thumper, the maze should have been the end of it. But fortunately, you had Kimbe.
But he had a magical Kimbe in his pocket.
I would imagine if I was spending 6 days going through everything in my bag, that would have been there.
Yeah, but
It was the last thing you thought to use.
Yeah.
What's the last thing I had?
yeah, we'll just go with that.
It's just whether they killed you before you were down to your last rations.
Yeah.
That's the
Okay.
fictional explanation.
Yeah.
All right, so,
So,
we need to get him healed up.
Yeah.
oh no, he is passed out.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna
You
run.
fall out of this portal. You have 1 hit point. You immediately fall to sleep. You're useless now.
Do I notice? Do I notice?
You still have your
Elderly
weapon.
hand comes out of the portal and taps your head as you fall asleep.
You guys all see this hand. Everyone knows whose hand this is and freaks out.
I don't.
And then except
Before
for
the portal closes,
Actually,
the
maybe
hand
I do.
stops
I thought you
batting,
meant,
it just does this.
What? That's rude, Kimbe.
Maybe I do. The Granny Charles of Plains
you guys have probably met. So yeah.
probably don't like each other.
So you're still talking to June when all this happens, and you see her gobble down all of these cranberries. You fall out.
I haven't heard of
You were fortunately alive. 1 get out of jail free card. A one-time use.
But also,
Okay, I'm gonna-
the lady is only that merciful once.
Like I said, this will change things.
All right, I'm gonna run over to Thumper then, and I'm gonna try and make sure he's okay.
He's alive, barely. You seem like so throughout this entire. Well, I'm talking to everyone else. So you only have a few uses of rage. You used all those up, and all the additional damage that you usually just shrug off from all this stuff has now left scars all over your body.
More than before.
Oh, much more than before. Because usually you could sleep. You could sleep
Half of your body is scar tissue.
pretty much.
All right. Well, I'm gonna use lay of hands to patch up what I can.
You heal him up. That's perfectly fine.
All right,
I guess I go over to
you
him.
go-
I'm gonna like cast good berries sometimes, juice it up.
You're gonna pulp up the good berry.
Yeah.
That's
So,
fine.
I mean, presumably he can't
Does he
shoot.
have his hammer?
He does have his hammer.
You might want to put that by the door.
He's passed out.
Oh, then I put the hammer by the door.
Do you want to put it in our bag? They didn't take that.
You want to hide weapons?
That's a good point.
As an absolute last resort.
You could also put it in.
I was going to put it by the door, so when they opened it, they saw that we unarmed. If you want to put it in a bag, that's up to you, but that's hiding weapons from the Lady of Pain, who told us to give up all of our weapons.
We did. He wasn't there when that happened.
Okay, if you want to play that game with her, you go right ahead. I'm getting away from that hammer.
I can't-
It is as far away from me as humanly possible.
You get-
I cast good berry twice, juice up 20 good berries, and heal you for 80.
Yeah.
Well, I'd already healed him at 36.
I souped up.
So
I
you
souped up my
are
good
healed
berries. Thank you for
currently.
noticing.
What about the?
But
last
his-
I knew, I
you
still
got-
had max in 99 from the force.
Yeah, that's all you can go up to.
Okay, so I'm at 99.
Yeah.
Do you have any other weapons on you?
All right,
other than
like
that?
if he starts healing that much, I'm gonna save some of the good berries, I guess. I'm gonna assume that I have like 5.
Yeah, that's fine.
you have any other weapons on
I
you that
pick
you
up.
need?
I'm asleep.
I pick up.
He is
Thumper-
passed out.
Right. We took care of the hammer.
I pick up Pepper's hammer. I go over to Lasmina. I'm guessing she pulls out the bag.
She does not.
Oh, she's not?
No. She said that, and then what you said is she believes is the right move.
But they're not really that
All right.
and they're
Then I move it over to the door.
You see a couple people around. You see a couple civilians around the door that you moved it there. Make a perception check.
Actually, it's bars, isn't it? And
Yeah.
you, like pass it through the bars.
It's
it's
not
kind
that
of-
wide.
alright.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, if the hammer could get through the bars, one of us could get through the bars.
yeah. So what was it?
well, he might still be able to.
Perception
Yeah,
14.
but then Robo couldn't.
You see you see a Dabas, one of the bodyguards
Oh,
or one of the bodyguard creatures nearby.
Yeah. We had an unexpected guest.
You call out to him?
I thought he was looking at me.
No, he was just standing near, watching from the front.
Oh, but he does see me.
No,
Oh, so he's not looking at me.
no, he's not. That's what I just said. He's
Oh,
not
okay, well
looking
then
at
I just put it there and I leave.
Okay. So, all right.
All right, well then I get.
Hopefully, this one actually speaks.
So you do that, and June is still in the corner, and what are you guys doing? Because I'm gonna figure this out in a second, depending upon what you guys decide.
I'm gonna give her the extra 5 good berries.
She eats them happily, and she's like, "Thank you so much."
So,
Girl's
good to have
eaten
someone who
more berries in the
appreciates
past 5 minutes than I've eaten in my
So-
whole life.
so
Huh?
June, what are you
I'm sorry.
doing?
She very, very cautiously says, I unfortunately, I was somewhere where I shouldn't have been.
I'm not gonna touch that.
Well,
She's underage.
so, I mean, to be fair, that's kind of the exact same thing we're in jail for.
Can you tell us a little bit more so we can make sure we're not in the same place?
There technically is
We're already in jail.
Yeah, there technically is an entirely wholesome brothel in Sydney.
Wait, what?
The brothel is slaking intellectual lusts. Look it up.
Okay. Well, barring that part, she states that it's like I was in the ladies' ward. I'm not supposed to be there. That's where we're at now. Ward.
So that's where his portal led.
No, well, we're in the ladies' ward now, I
Oh.
believe is what she means.
Oh,
She was here when she shouldn't have been, so she got taken to a cell.
Okay.
why were you here in the first place?
I was hungry.
Where are your parents?
My father's in the lower ward.
And your mother?
Or actually, no, my father is in the hive, and my mother is not here.
Do you know where she is? Well, you're assuming that.
I don't.
You want to press the child and make her answer that?
It's like I
It could be pertinent to the story.
Oh
don't
yeah, she
know.
could just be dying in a maze somewhere.
Too bad she doesn't have an emergency can of cranberries.
There are people who have escaped without the aid of Kimbe. Just they are very particular people.
Well, if we're too afraid to try to escape or fight or anything, then Orange just sits down and waits and sees what
That was my plan.
sees if he gets if something happens.
We're just gonna have to wait for now. But
I'm sleeping, so.
I guess I'll just I guess I'll try and keep June company. Try and comfort her. Well,
3 hours later.
Okay, does it?
Oh, hopefully.
So right now we're in
personally.
a cell. We have guards or something outside just walking by.
You have one guard that has posted. I don't know if Lumen said anything about the one guard.
Okay.
if they ask, I'll tell them that there's a guard out there.
Okay.
Orin passes the time by playing Go Fish with Robo Orin.
Is
His cards are like facing different directions. Orin beats him over and over. Doesn't even care.
Go fish. Okay,
How
so
many sixes?
that sounds interesting enough. I'll do it real fast. It's like,
So-
do you have a pair of knives?
I've got knives. No, go fish.
Am I playing this right?
Yeah. Hey, do you have a pair of knives?
So while we're at the cell, just give me kind of a short rest.
Also, some of your
Yes.
cards are facing to me.
Oh, is it
Oh, do you say that to him?
No, no, I'm telling you.
Yeah, no, I know that. You said so. He doesn't know what he. It's like, do you have a back face card?
Do you have a bicycle?
I'm not sure how long rest, but it depends on how long it takes. Are we in here long enough for a short rest or long rest?
A long rest, definitely.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I will consciousness.
You.
Not for now.
Oh, I use my tinker
Are you rolling
tools.
to see if I'm in a coma?
I'm going to roll and see if you're in a coma.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah. I'll give you disadvantage. High or low? Holy crap. I rolled the same thing on the disadvantage. Okay. As soon as you wake up, you seem to be fine. There's
Wait,
no
like
coma.
no level of exhaustion or just like?
No, yeah, no levels of exhaustion, it seems.
How long was I out?
You were out for about 12 hours straight.
So
I'd
it's
like
a
to-
long rest then.
Yes.
I'd like to ask the little girl what her favorite animal is.
When you get up, I'm gonna mention you.
Rabbits.
The lady's the only kind.
I use my tinker tools
then
and
you
make
can
a
raise
rabbit,
once.
and it's the kind that winds up and then it hops a little bit.
Aw, that's adorable.
And I walked over to the door and said,
And then I-
talk to the guy that's there. Just
You-
to start
okay.
the conversation.
You,
Hey,
you call to him,
just, hi, I'm Shadowpat.
he looks at you.
Just say hello.
Alright, cool. High or low?
Hi.
Okay, cool. What do you want? That's a main reason why the whole the volume thing that I was talking about earlier, because that just ruined the severity of this
I
situation.
hope the mic's caught
Just,
that.
just wanted to find out a little bit about where we are. What are we?
The lady will see you when she sees you. Understood?
Oh, absolutely. Thank you.
So, Orin, would you like to place a wager?
It depends on the bet.
I bet that by the time that we see the lady, Tunos will be dead of old age.
My thump level is no longer
Junos does have Elvin, so he does have an extra like
My
50
thump
years.
level is no longer maximum.
Then what do you propose we do?
Well, perhaps at some point,
he's
Tunos
dead?
will come looking for us.
No, like in our
I mean,
current
if anyone-
situation.
If anyone
Oh,
can negotiate with the
Is this-
lawful deity.
So is this
He's the
before
best out of
or
the party to
after
do it.
I
No.
wake up?
After.
Yeah, we'll say that after a while, you spent the night most of the afternoon just waiting, and then that's when Thumper comes in, and then you're like, well, maybe he has the right idea about sleeping, and everyone proceeds to actually try to nap, sleep after.
I'm asking this because he talked to the guard, or he talked to the guard.
He talked to the
Yeah.
guard.
Well, I was not there when they. I heard. I guess maybe I heard them say disarm. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I think that was after I got disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I would have seen Hammer, gone to Hammer.
Yeah,
Right,
you start
right.
going. Well, after you're literally everyone else wakes up before you. You wake up afterwards and you start slowly moving towards your hammer.
Right.
Everyone sees you doing this.
I wish I prepared whole persons, but I
They
did
don't
not.
want to do that.
Why not?
We were told to give up our weapons when we came.
Then I'm gonna put it in my bag.
Okay.
I'm going to stand on the opposite end of the cell.
Well,
All right.
Well,
So I just want to. All right. Then let's talk about our options. I can do more than one thing to get to open that door. and maybe get us out.
I could do the same, probably.
I could probably.
Please
Yes.
let other people
Yeah,
talk.
he wants to talk. Just give him a second.
You're a martial artist. You can fight without weapons.
We have multiple spellcasters, but that's beside the point.
Jesus, I guess. Other people talk. What are you proposing that we do?
I believe that fighting any of her guards is going to be futile.
Okay.
I believe that will basically invite instant death. I don't know where he went or what he went through, but
He came back pretty beaten.
yeah. We could, this is out of character, but, we could attempt to negotiate with him. Attempt to bribe the guard, or at least give the guard information, say, listen, give the guard something that would put us at the top of the list.
What do you think that we could provide that would make us appealing to her?
This is where it's out of character. I have no idea who this woman is, what her motivations are, so I don't know, as Rob, I don't know what.
Your best bet, if it'll happen at all, is your mission for the Lich Queen. Though she's been known to be apathetic about greater issues.
Does she care about her own preservation?
Does anyone
really.
have contact other plane?
Tunos was here.
Or
Something.
Well, who's your
Oh yeah, she.
or what's the
Lasmina actually prepared sending.
Okay.
So we could send to the lady?
You could send to a creature that you know on a different plane of existence. Well, I believe.
Send to the devil.
There's a 5% chance it'll fail or something like that.
You send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature with which you are familiar. The creature hears the message in its mind, recognizes you as the sender if it knows you, and can answer in a like manner immediately. The spell enables the creature with intellect scores of at least 1 to understand the meaning of your message. You can send the message across any distance and even to other planes of existence, but if the target is on a different plane, there's a 5% chance that the message doesn't arrive.
Who do we know on another plane that could help us?
Horndale. Or Rummage, maybe.
I don't think
Doubtful.
Rummage would come and help us out.
If we paid him.
I don't think there's a thing in the cosmos that will help us out of this.
Goodberry, what do you know about this lady?
And so I made my religion check. How much did I really? Because
You don't. You know what
Yeah,
I
I
gave.
made a good religion check too, and I had no
Sorry,
idea.
that's why I'm being because it's hard for me to not use out character knowledge because I know about sigil. So that's why I'm trying to set boundaries.
That's
for,
why
what I can.
what I gave you is what you know.
Yeah.
So you technically you don't know of the mazes. You don't know of people that got out of it.
Yeah, we should
'cause
stop
that's-
including all of our.
No. It's difficult for
It's
me.
confusing for the
No,
rest of us.
I understand why. I'm just saying that
But
it's kind of difficult because I'm very familiar with it.
But the point is that unless you have an in-character reason.
No,
why-
like I
Well,
said,
that's what he's
Yeah.
saying. You
Yeah,
understand.
I just like I say, it's just difficult for me because I'm fairly familiar with this.
Yeah.
We could attempt to throw Lumen under the bus potentially.
This is a thing.
I'm just trying to think of who we know who has the power and ability to help us. Not just the willingness, but the means.
I don't know how well connected, whatever the Horn Devil's name is, or Rummage. Filbert. I don't know how connected either of the two gentlemen are. Rummage is Rummage, if
Rummage probably
if-
knows a guy.
Yeah,
To be honest,
and he could be bought, but I don't know if we have the money.
Is he motivated by anything besides money?
What you got?
to be honest, I'd be willing to put my faith in Filbert on the matter if it came down to it.
The filmer may not be able to help us.
I think he is a fairly old devil. He may have connections that could.
We also, if we are going to be here for a while, we can send a spell more than once and see what kind of offers we get back.
All right.
Because can they respond?
Yes,
Send
they
them?
can respond back in kind.
I would still like to try and wait this out first. like,
And should we try? Well, should we try to persuade the guard to do something to help us?
Let's
Since he's
see.
the only person that
Let's-
we're able to interact with on this plane at the moment.
Let's see how our appeals go before we start messing
Plotting.
around with guards.
Okay.
So
wait,
Is
you
it
want
the same guard that's there, or is it like in shifts?
it has been the same guard. Well, actually, you slept, so you're not sure. Make a investigation check.
1.
Yeah, no, you don't know if it's the same guard.
I go to the bar.
They all look the same. They literally all look the same.
Question: when you send a sending, does the sender know who it's from?
Yes, it states specifically.
Yeah, it's-
If the
it's
sender
person, you know, it's-
recognizes you as the sender, if it knows you,
Let's have Lasmina.
it can answer in manner, in like manner immediately.
Let's have Lasmina send a message describing our situation and asking for help to both Rummage and the Horn Devil.
Okay. So I'm not going to. I'll spend the spell slots. You guys have to come up with the 25 words.
That's what I'm doing now.
Okay, cool.
Could I go to the door and ask the Davis about like the city, like general information?
You see him turn towards you, and he states, "The lady will see you when she sees you."
Okay.
Do we know if
So no
anybody-
questions.
Do we have any knowledge of anyone else on this plane that might be able to
yeah,
help?
we are in our own territory. We're in a completely uncharted territory in that respect.
Okay, 16 words. We are prisoners of the Lady of Pain. Please help us gain 17 words. An emergency audience with her.
You have 25 words that you can use if you want to add anything else.
That's why I said
Please,
17
God,
words.
help
What, you want to try and see if they can move us up the list?
Yes. Because, all right, I'm just going by your reason.
Yeah.
You don't want us to piss off godlike characters.
Right.
She is above gods. So pissing her off, such as hiding weapons, escaping, doing anything other than talking to her, which is the only thing she wants us to do, would in fact piss her off. So, yes, that is exactly what I'm suggesting.
I'm fine
Real,
with the message.
give me 1 second. Make an intelligence check.
What did I say?
No, based off something he said.
About hiding weapons.
18.
Okay. So you realize, based off of hiding weapons, that comment is not. It's pointed at you. It's literally taking the finger and being like, hiding weapons, because you're hammer.
I have
So, but you can take that knowledge and everything else. Huh?
And bookmark it.
Yep. Take it however you please. So,
I'm fine with the message. I don't think I have anything to add unless anybody else does.
Will pay?
For Rumble.
Well, yeah,
I wasn't
yeah,
gonna.
Will negotiate?
So is this going to run into someone else?
I think it's going to both.
Just send them the same one.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Well, we
I
can
think
change
as
for
a-
each one.
Let's add to Rummage's will pay.
willing to pay.
Or willing to pay is probably better. Yeah.
I'm willing to pay.
Stop.
So that's 20 words.
okay.
We can add free hugs.
So you see her sit down and she takes the message that you guys have worked up. She pulls out pen and paper and literally writes it down. She begins casting it. Actually, someone else roll. There's a 5% chance. I'm gonna have. Let's go with.
Wait, I have lucky feet, so.
No, that doesn't work here.
That doesn't work?
No.
D10.
Just roll a d20.
Yeah. No. Roll the 2d10. It's more fun this way.
Sure.
10s, zeros. Shit. 8. Thank you.
Okay. So who are we sending to first?
Filbert?
Filbert.
Sure.
All right. So read the message to me one more time.
We are prisoners of the Lady of Pain. Please help us gain an emergency audience with her.
said?
Willing to pay.
That's for rummage.
Well,
Willing to negotiate.
So
Whatever.
you send
Willing
this.
to have a nice tea. by the
Filbert.
fireside.
we're willing to pay her.
All right. Lasmino says it as Filbert responds, just so that everyone gets it. That is terrible news. I do not know
Can only go down to 4.
what
No.
to do.
Go down 9.
Man, if even Phil-
I will try my best, but no promises.
Okay.
Alright, then perhaps we should sit on that for a bit.
Well,
We
we're
can
sending
entertain
Rummage.
offers from Rummage too.
Yeah.
You send a rummage immediately?
We'll take 200 down to 7.
I'm imagining it's
Doesn't
just-
hurt us to get
No, no,
full.
no.
We'll play.
No, no.
All right.
No, 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 no.
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
Let's
He's gonna go.
Hell no.
He's gonna go through the door, take out the stopper, close it.
Play.
Pretty much.
John Paul. Roll this percentile check.
So play 2.
Tens is one with tens. 55.
So read it to me again.
We are prisoners of the Lady of Pain. Please help us gain an emergency audience with her, willing to pay.
I'm sorry. You are on your own.
F you.
If you turn me in, I will kill everyone that you care for. Don't come back.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
So entertaining multiple offers did backfire.
Yeah, so now not only are we not getting help, we don't have an exit point.
I'm closing that fucking portal. Screw that. He's no longer getting
Who
this.
says that he didn't immediately do that
No, yeah,
himself?
that's exactly what I said was gonna happen.
Cut to Rummage
Yeah.
with Hammer on the other side of the portal.
He's not even trying to get back through the portal. He's just like, all right,
Fair enough. All right.
Yeah, no, that's exact.
closing it is more important.
You guys have exactly described what happened. So we'll do that, and I think that's where we'll cut for right now. We've gone for about 3 hours. So you cuts to you guys waiting. The responses came through immediately, and then you're like,
Those don't work.
maybe we'll contact Filbert again and see if he's come up with anything. And you cuts over to Rummage, who is now furiously with a maul. He has walked through walked through the thing, and you hear him say, "Shit, I fucking hate going through this fucking portal." He proceeds to vomit. He takes the latch, undoes it, takes the hammer, slams the latch, and breaks it off the wall.
But then he falls over from the weight of the mall, and the door shuts behind him.
Sure. You know what? Give me one.
He's trapped in here.
And now Rummage is trapped in here by himself.
That would be fucking hilarious.
Oh, what did you roll, Eric?
You see him, after he vomits, proceed to slam the lock, taking it off the door, and not keeping the door open.
Whoops.
And it closes behind him.
Who's the bitch?
How do we see this?
Oh, you don't. This is out of character
Cinematic.
for
This
fun.
is cinematic.
Yeah.
You see him curse a lot. You see him turn around to the door, try to open it, and there's nothing but blackness behind it. And now, that's where we'll end.
If he was a high-level caster, he would actually be able to get out of this on his own.
He's not a caster.
No,
though.
that's what I'm saying. Because he's just a rogue, he actually is trapped here. Normally, high-level characters are way out. Okay.
All right.
Well, that was quite the episode.
Was it interesting at least?
Yeah.
So,
I don't trust that little
Yeah.
girl.
You don't trust June?
No, not in any way whatsoever.
Well, I gave her a little rabbit, so I'll be killed last.
Hey, I gave her food. I think
So,
It would kill the second.
stars at 19, you're down to 4.
I've got you.
All right. So 2 weeks, and after this month, I plan on. I think the stream currently went well for this. So our next session is on the 25th, but after the month of May, I plan on starting to run this campaign for a little bit longer. Going from hopefully, we'll try 1:32, just another hour earlier, or maybe, and if that starts seeming like the pace is not fast enough or whatnot, maybe going a little bit sooner because of personal reasons that I won't put on the stream or online.
Sure.
So, and we'll see what we can do from there.
We'll start when?
Start earlier, and did you say go as long or end earlier too?
We'll end at the same time, like 6. But like seeing about starting.
So starting on what date do we start?
Like
not the next session, but the one after that.
correct. Like in June. Unfortunately, May is literally 3 out of my 6 family's birthdays, so I've got multiple birthday parties that I'm going to be going to. Yes, I got to call my mother in Germany.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's 7 hours ahead. And I get to talk to her about Prague.
Like progressive rock?
Well, I'm glad
No, Czech. The Republic.
Which happens to be the city that Ravnica's based on.
Yep. All right. So good session. I hope everyone had fun.
Yeah. So are you gonna make a new character? Or?